Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to the 56th commencement of the Graduate School and University Center of the City University of New York. I am Steve Everett, Provost and Senior Vice President of the Graduate Center, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies for today's exercises. I ask that you take a moment to silence all cell phones until after the ceremony is complete. Please welcome the Graduate Center Foundation Board Chair, Peter Darrow, who will lead the platform party. It is my pleasure to declare this ceremony open. The academic procession will be accompanied by the Graduate Center String Quartet. The procession will begin with the faculty led by Grand Marshal John Molenkoff and Marshal Mary Ickdom, followed by our graduates led by Marshal Brett Stout. And now will you please rise for the national anthem. The national anthem will be performed by Xiaoming Tiang, a student in the Doctor of Musical Arts program at the Graduate Center. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome Jill O'Donnell Tormey, who will be offering greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York.
Good afternoon, Dean Garrell, distinguished faculty, guests, family, and friends, and most importantly, the CUNY Graduate Center graduating classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. It is my pleasure to also welcome commencement speaker Stephen Breyer and student speaker Raj Korpan. Graduates, first and foremost, my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I am honored to celebrate your academic achievements today. You are the pride of CUNY and the pride of New York. And you should be very proud of yourselves because your hard work, sacrifice, and commitment. Today you have reached an impressive milestone in your life, one that you share with your families and friends and the faculty and the administration of the CUNY Graduate Center. Classes of 20, 21, and 22, like all graduates across the country, you will hear high praise about your perseverance, resiliency, and your bravery during these unprecedented times. And yes, you share those qualities with all the 222 graduates, but you have something greater that will allow you to succeed and distinguish yourself from among all other graduates. You have a CUNY degree, a priceless CUNY degree. Today, you have reached the finish line, but you are also poised at the starting point of the next chapter of your lives. As you look to the future, my advice is to be bold and dream big. Be agents of change and make the world better for the next generation, starting right here in New York City. Engage in your communities, speak up for those who cannot, serve your city and your fellow New Yorkers with pride and integrity, and pursue your passions with courage, confidence, and compassion. We expect great things from all of you, and we will be rooting for your success. I have no doubt that each of you has the talent and the drive to change the world. After all, you are CUNY graduates. On behalf of all of us here at CUNY, I extend my very best wishes for a bright and successful future. Congratulations and good luck, classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Thank you very much. Today, we are honored to be joined by members of the Graduate Center Foundation Board. Please remain seated as I call your names. Chair Peter H. Darrow, Joanna Migdale, and Robert Goldstein. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Raj Korpan, who will speak on behalf of the graduates. Dr. Korpan earned a PhD in computer science from the Graduate Center in 2021 and is now an assistant professor of computer science at Iona College. He studies human-robot interaction, artificial intelligence, and cognitive models. While at the Graduate Center, he served as co-chair of the Doctoral and Graduate Student Council and taught courses at Hunter College. In addition to his Graduate Center PhD, he holds a Master of Science in Statistics from Baruch College and a Bachelor of Science in Economics and Finance from Bentley University. Please welcome Dr. Korpan.
Thank you, Provost Everett, for your kind introduction. President Gorel, Provost Everett, trustees, faculty, and distinguished guests, it is my incredible honor to deliver this commencement speech on behalf of the graduating classes of 2020, 21, and 22. Give it up to the graduates for this spectacular achievement. Come on, a little louder. My name again is Raj Korpan. If not for the Graduate Center, I would not be living out my dream of being an educator and researcher. I had the privilege of serving as co-chair of the Doctoral and Graduate Students Council and also on the search committees for the president and provost. I was honored to represent the voice of students in those roles, and I'm very happy to do so today as well. Many students have expressed concerns about the loss of some of the traditions in this ceremony compared to previous commencements, such as the loss of CUNY-branded robes and the lack of awarding of honorary degrees. These are legitimate concerns, and I want to validate them here. Although this may not be the ceremony some of us may have hoped for, let us make the most of it and celebrate our achievements. I would like to start out by thanking those who got us here, and then I want to tell you about some of the lessons that I've learned that have brought me fulfillment. First and foremost, thank you to our parents, our partners, our children, our pets, family members, and friends that supported us. You were there for us on the long nights, early mornings, and weekends that we spent working in the lab, writing a paper, or combing through an archive. You were ready with a meal, a drink, and a hug when we needed it. We would not have gotten through the years it took without your help. For me, it was my grandfather who instilled in me the value and power of education. It was the support of my husband, who was so proud when I passed my defense that he updated my phone contact to Dr. Husband. And of course, my cat Minerva, who can attest to the many midnight pettings she got, sometimes against her will. So graduates, please get up and applaud those who supported you, whether here or far. We appreciate you. Get up, please, support, applaud your family right now. Thank you so much. I also want to thank the teachers and mentors that molded us into the scholars and educators we are today. My high school science teacher introduced me to research, and a professor in my master's program, Dr. Gross, showed me the value of research and encouraged me to apply to doctorate programs. Most importantly, we need to thank the faculty at the Graduate Center. They were our advisors and our stewards. I would not be here if not for my advisor, Professor Susan Epstein, who took a chance on me. Her relentless support, understanding, confidence, and patience were invaluable. I'm sure each and every single one of you has a teacher or professor that inspired, supported, and motivated you. We would not be the scholars we are without the faculty that were there for us, so please show your appreciation for them. Now I would like to talk to the graduates about the lessons I learned that helped me through my 6 years at the Graduate Center. These years were the most consequential of my life. I got married and we bought a home. We lived through 2 extremely contentious presidential elections, a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, and the largest protests against systemic racism in a generation. Many of you went through major life changes during your time at the Graduate Center. Some of you came here from another country, experienced cultural shock and homesickness. Others fell in love or discovered their identities. Many of you experienced extreme financial hardship or performed much unpaid labor to transition to online teaching. Through it all, 3 guiding values kept me going: resilience, passion, and service. I call upon all of you to remember these values as you go out into the world. Alan Turing, one of my heroes and widely considered the father of artificial intelligence, faced much persecution in his life for his sexual orientation. In his seminal work, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, where he introduced the idea of the Turing test in 1950, he considered the question, can machines think? This is a question that we are still pondering today. In that work, he said, and I quote, "We can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty there that needs to be done." His dedication to his work, despite being discriminated against, is an inspiration to me, and it calls you to action. This group of graduates in front of me is the most resilient set of graduates. A pandemic upended our lives, changed the way we live our night, and made us fearful for what the future may hold. Many of us got sick or had family members tragically pass away. Many of us had to substantially modify our dissertations when we no longer had access to labs, human subjects, or archives. It meant pivoting from the research we had wanted to do and developing entirely new projects. The pandemic also meant the loss of our Graduate Center community. For many of us, the classrooms, offices, labs, and library spaces were where we socialized, collaborated, and commiserated. Without these common spaces, the often lonely process of research and study became even more lonely. But through it all, you persisted, and you sit here as a graduate. You innovated, and you found the ways to conduct your studies or find the materials you needed. You adapted to this new situation and persevered. That dedication, the same that Alan Turing displayed, is what will always help you accomplish your goals. In addition to resilience, passion for what you do is incredibly important. When you pursue a graduate degree, especially a doctorate, you are not just indulging a fascination. Instead, you are committing to a serious, scholarly investigation of a topic that brings you joy, curiosity, and excitement. Passion carries you through when things are not going your way, such as experiments failing or acquired materials not being what you expected. You keep working at it until what results is a dissertation, an achievement that represents an extension of the limits of human knowledge. This does not happen overnight. Each day, you work at the next step, a small piece of the puzzle. So, whenever you are faced with a task that is difficult or tedious, always remember the passion you have for your work, and that will always get you through. You should have passion for all things in your life. Find those hobbies and interests that bring you happiness and go after them, whether it's cooking, gardening, playing soccer or painting, find that thing you love and go after it. Life is too short to only focus on work all the time, so take every opportunity and make the most of it. Your success is not measured by your grades, though a lot of us thought so when we were doing this, or by the number of published papers. It is measured by your fulfillment and well-being. Finally, it is incumbent upon all of us to give back to our community. None of us got here without the time, energy, and support of others. Having a spirit of service paves the way for the next generation and also brings you the joy of uplifting others. We must live the mission of CUNY to educate the children of the whole people, regardless of means or background. We have to mentor the future scholars that will follow in our footsteps. For me, service to my community meant teaching at Hunter College and stepping up as a student leader. For you, it could be getting involved in your discipline's professional organization, volunteering with a nonprofit, or becoming civically engaged. We are now part of a privileged group. Based on census data, only about 10% of Americans achieve a master's and less than 2% a doctorate. This is a rare distinction that many will never achieve. We now have a responsibility to use our degree in the service of others. Whatever you choose to do, make sure you do it to make a positive change for those who are not as privileged as us. As you go out there into the next stage of your career, whether it's academia, industry, government, or nonprofit, pursue what you do with the same resilience, passion, and service you had at the Graduate Center. Reflecting on Alan Turing's words, we can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty there that needs to be done. There is so much work to be done. Go out there and do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Corbin. Thank you for reminding us about the incredible work of Alan Turing and the challenges that he faced. I think it's an inspiration for all of us in the room today. Next, I have the pleasure to present Professor Emeritus Stephen Breyer, who will deliver the commencement address. Dr. Breyer is a historian who has published widely on issues ranging from U.S. social and labor history and the history of public higher education to the uses of digital technologies and tools to improve academic teaching, learning, and research. As a professor in the Graduate Center PhD program in urban education, he taught courses on the history of public education. He founded the Interactive Technology and Pedagogy Certificate Program at the Graduate Center in 2002, served as its coordinator for 18 years, and designed and taught the program's core courses and independent study program. He was the founding director of the Graduate Center American Social History Project and Center for Media and Learning, which he headed for 18 years. He also served for 11 years as the Academic Technology Officer and the co-founder and co-director of the Graduate Center New Music Lab. Please welcome Dr. Breyer.
Thank you, Provost Everett. First, let me offer my heartiest congratulations to today's graduates and your families and loved ones for your incredible perseverance in completing what is the academic intellectual equivalent of running a marathon. Graduate study is not for the faint of heart, as I'm sure each and every one of you now knows and understands, and we honor all of you today for getting to the finish line after your incredibly long and arduous journey. I also want to note that you completed your graduate school studies in an unusually tumultuous and perilous moment in history, as Raj talked about, not only for the public university for which we are all a part, but also for the nation and the world. Economic recession, deepening political and cultural crises brought on by the resurgence of the scourge of white supremacy, reactionary politics, the continued grip of neoliberal ideology and policies, and a deadly worldwide pandemic and war in Europe have formed the backdrop to what you have managed to accomplish today. I salute your accomplishments and want to acknowledge that you've not only managed to finish your graduate studies, whether a master's or PhD, but also that almost all of you, in one way or another, have made important contributions as classroom teachers and/or as researchers and scholars to the survival and continued importance of the City University of New York. CUNY couldn't and doesn't work without the dedicated labor of our doctoral students. Beyond offering congratulations and acknowledgments, I want to say something today about what you can expect as you depart the Graduate Center in CUNY, and more importantly, what more you should continue to do to support the institution that you have toiled within and for. Earlier this year, I formally concluded my own career at CUNY and the Graduate Center. I committed my life to public higher education more than half a century ago because of my very deep and personal connection to this vital public institution that is so well and fully realized at CUNY. As a child of working people, I am the first person in my family to have completed a college degree, in large measure because I was able to participate in tuition-free public education from kindergarten to PhD, admittedly in California, not in New York. And though CUNY and later California would sadly and tragically move away from its long-standing public commitment, almost 140 years in fact, to provide free tuition to, as Raj quoted, the children of the whole people, the City University still embodies the best of what public higher education can and should offer to urban working class students. For those of you going on from here to pursue careers in higher ed, the possibilities are even more constrained than they were when I left graduate school more than 45 years ago. And they weren't, by the way, so great then either. Full-time tenure-track jobs are, as you know, only too well, increasingly rare, as many university system administrators continue to pursue a variety of human and technological gimmicks and shortcuts to contain and reduce the substantial labor costs of academic research, teaching, and learning. Adjunctification, truly one of the ugliest words in the English language, is a curse that all of us, including many of you here today, have had to face at one point or another in our academic careers. The exploitation of adjunct labor has become systemic across higher education, public and private. That is not only a disgrace, is not only a disgrace, but I would argue an ultimate death sentence for the kind of open and accessible university of education that we have all benefited from and worked within. As a result, vital educational institutions like CUNY and other public universities are at extreme risk in a neoliberal environment that threatens to destroy all kinds of public goods that are vital to democracy and are essential spaces in the fight for social justice and equality. How can we stop this downward spiral of the withdrawal of public support imposed by neoliberalism and the related and intensifying right-wing attacks on academic freedom and open inquiry? I believe that there are several ways to fight this deepening political and economic morass. One obvious approach is to build common bonds and political alliances between the public university and the communities and constituents that we serve. The recent efforts of the Professional Staff Congress of the CUNY Faculty Staff Graduate Student Union that I have been a proud member of for more than 4 decades to work with community and student groups like the CUNY Rising Alliance and Make the Road to fight for more financial support for CUNY in Albany is one important example of such alliance building. Another is to willingly commit ourselves individually and collectively to defend the core intellectual and social values that have defined democratic public education since the 1960s. These core values, including open inquiry and to new and more inclusive forms of scholarship, academic freedom, and a commitment to social, racial, gender, and sexual equality, are increasingly undermined by a growing chorus of right-wing political lies and and distortions. As you move on from the Graduate Center into whatever field, academic or otherwise, you will pursue, I implore each and every one of you to exemplify and defend the intellectual and social values that have defined democratic public education in general and your graduate education here in specific. I want to focus the remainder of my remarks today on further defining several of those core intellectual and social values and commitments. Let me home in on 3 of them: collaboration, interdisciplinarity, and mentoring. I would suggest to you that these values and modes of intellectual engagement are critical, not only in defending, but also in advancing an expanded vision of the public university. Traditional university structures have always favored individual academic achievement as the most important measure of academic success. This belief is especially true in the various disciplines in the humanities and interpretive social sciences, fields in which so many of you here today have completed your studies. Most physical science disciplines, also well represented here today, have understood for decades the power and importance of collaborative work that yields the best and most cutting-edge scientific discoveries. Only in the past decade or two have humanists and interpretive social scientists begun to understand the salience of collaborative and interdisciplinary work, which can take many different and varied forms in both academic scholarship and classroom teaching. Most of my own academic accomplishments at CUNY in the past 40 years have been the result of interdisciplinary collaborations, not only with my fellow historians, but also with a range of artists, literary scholars, sociologists, political scientists, lawyers, video and digital technical folks, and last, but certainly not least, librarians. Those efforts have involved collaborative efforts to conceive and build innovative new academic forms and structures, including the thoughtful embrace of innovative digital tools and approaches. I want to shout out here today to the CUNY Academic Commons, the ITP Certificate Program, the New Media Lab, and the GC Teaching and Learning Center, which exemplify those values. Those approaches have helped reshape academic research, teaching, and classroom learning. I have also wholeheartedly embraced the role of mentor to my students and younger colleagues as a way to help assure the continuity of institutions and progressive ideas in the university. If you have appropriate opportunities after today, in whatever career you choose to pursue, I encourage you to embrace collaborative, interdisciplinary research and teaching, innovative and pedagogically effective new teaching and publication methods, including thoughtful use of digital technologies, active mentoring of your students and colleagues, and most importantly, that we join together with fellow faculty, staff, students, and local communities to protect and defend this public university and all public universities. I appreciate how hard it is to be asked to think about an innovative, collaborative, and interdisciplinary teaching and research work when the world you're about to enter is in such perilous shape. But rather descending into defensiveness and pessimism, I believe it is incumbent on all of us at this moment, including, or maybe specifically, newly minted doctoral and master's degree recipients, to think broadly and expansively, and dare I say it, even with a bit of utopianism mixed in, about our obligations to this institution. This is what I've tried to do throughout the 4 decades of my career at CUNY, and I happily and optimistically pass the torch to all of you today to continue that struggle. Again, my heartiest congratulations and best wishes for your individual and our collective successes. Thank you.
I think I speak for many of the students here and for many of your students over the last 4 decades. We're going to miss your intellectual passion and your drive for the things you've created here. Thank you so much for these comments and also for your 4 decades of dedication to the Grad Center. Thank you so much, Stephen. Next, it is my honor to introduce President Robin Garrell. Dr. Garrell was appointed president of the Grad Center in August 2020, a distinguished scientist and academic leader committed to public higher education. She earned her undergraduate degree in biochemistry with honors and distinction from Cornell University and a PhD in macromolecular science and engineering from the University of Michigan. Before coming to the Grad Center, she served as Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Dean of the Graduate Division of the University of California, Los Angeles, where she had campus-wide responsibility for nearly 12,000 academic and professional grad students and postdoctoral scholars. It is now my great pleasure to present the 2020, 2021, and 22 candidates for their degrees. President Garrell, at this commencement, we recognize 62 candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts, 37 candidates for the degree of Masters of Science, 4 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Audiology, 6 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, and 321 for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. All candidates have completed the requirements for the university for their respective degrees and have been recommended for the degrees by the Graduate Council. The candidates' names will be read by Donya Katuk, a student in the Doctor of Musical Arts program. I ask the audience to withhold applause until all graduates have been called. I also ask the audience to remain until the end of the program. Our last graduate is as important as the first one who crosses the stage. Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts proceed to the stage? President Garrell, by the authority delegated to you by the CUNY Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon them the degree of Master of Arts.
By the authority that the Regents of the State of New York and the CUNY Board of Trustees have committed to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, thereby granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree.
Please recognize the graduates for the Masters of Arts degree in Biology and Memoir.
Chava Pearl Lansky. Jennifer Skoog. Keith Angelo Dames.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Digital Humanities.
Maggie Delgado. Antonio Lamas. The final graduate is Elena Abu Murad.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master of Arts degree in International Migration Studies.
Sabrina Lara.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Liberal Studies.
Donna Rivera. Awa Princess Zadi. Stephanie Elizabeth Barnes. Luis Hernando Llanos Hill. Desan Lopez Cassell. Jyoti Gupta. Patrice Lorna Lebron. Daniela Veronica Verdejo Salazar. Melissa Margaret Orankis. Michelle Lee Randall. Michelle Leah Randall. Haley Lamb. Annika Denise Rivers. Rudy Ralph Martinez. Joliet Mandel. Jacqueline Dela Cruz. Kutai Agardici. Yelena Begonia.
Congratulations.
Lydia Elizabeth Rafnikar. Jazz Milligan. Samantha Lilienfeld. Josephine Ziebel. Nicole Elizabeth Heiber. Amy Wolf. Valerie Ann Gritch.
Congratulations.
Donna M. Desideri. Amanda Altman. Robert Michael Cleary. Shirley P. Grant.
Congratulations.
Maricela Palafox. Deborah Userin. The final graduate is Sarah Christine Lucier.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Linguistics.
Natalia Tulina. Bryn Eileen Wilkinson. The final graduate is Ala Sharif.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Middle Eastern Studies.
Miriam Levy-Heim. The final graduate is Emma Hanta.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Philosophy.
John Oscar Dixon. The final graduate is Austin Fuller.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Political Science.
Dumla Senlik. Jane Lee. Shyla Pajubo. Marlon Guzman Valdera. Julie Benson. The final graduate is William A. Novello.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master's of Arts degree in Women's and Gender Studies.
Shadley Ubur.
Congratulations.
Amy Ayafrate. Jess Lynn. Solange Castellar.
Congratulations.
Margarita Artoglu. The final graduate is Ashley Kathleen Williams.
Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Science proceed to the stage? President Garrell, by the authority delegated to you by the CUNY Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon them the degree of Master of Science.
By the authority that the Regents of the State of New York and the CUNY Board of Trustees have committed to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science, thereby granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master of Science degree in Cognitive Neuroscience.
Daniel Barak Siegel. Christian Martinez. Margaret Grinstein. Vanessa Grass. Rebecca Abraham. Gulnaz Kudyarova. Elizabeth Renee Davis. The final graduate is Laikowski Desir.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master of Science degree in Data Analysis and Visualization.
Sarah Michelle Kahl. Shay Culpepper. Joanne Ramadani. Rodika Keslov. Miriam Binarbia. Jennifer Cheng. Shen Gong. Elmer Maldonado Ramirez. Valeria Alderete. Alexander Afdeyev. Cheryl Williams. Marissa Camila Lissad. The final graduate is Angel Emilio Izurraga.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master of Science degree in Data Science.
Alvaro Martin Faundes Reyes. Xinyue Chang. Zilin Shu. Tianyu Gao. Lu Liu. Shweta Garg. The final graduate is Frank Shiro.
Please recognize the graduate for the Master of Science degree in Nanoscience.
Adewumi Idris Bakare.
Please recognize the graduates for the Master of Science degree in Quantitative Methods in the Social Sciences.
Horatio A. Rocha. Paul Thompson. Eva Silva. Jean McLaughlin. The final graduate is Asta Dutta. Francesca Teora. Wang Yilin. Marcela Maldonado. The final graduate is Amber Jasmine Groff.
Congratulations. And now we will present the candidates for doctoral degrees. Candidates will be hooded by Professor of English Candace Chu and Professor of Theater and Performance Peter Eckersall. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Audiology proceed to the stage? President Garrell, by the authority delegated to you by the CUNY Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon them the degree of Doctor of Audiology.
By the authority that the Regents of the State of New York and the CUNY Board of Trustees have committed to me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Audiology, thereby granting all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Audiology degree.
Ashley Andino. Rachel Lauren Cleary. Kirsten Dudman. The final graduate is Mariana Turnbull.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts proceed to the stage? President Garrell, by the authority delegated to you by the CUNY Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon them the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts.
By the authority that the Regents of the State of New York and the CUNY Board of Trustees have committed to me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, thereby granting you all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Musical Arts degree.
H. Roz Wall. Yavor Bracic. Nicholas Namoradze. Chelsea Lane. Joanne Plana Nadal. The final graduate is Jonathan Scott Heim.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy proceed to the stage? President Garrell, by the authority delegated to you by the CUNY Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
To all of them? By the authority that the Regents of the State of New York and the CUNY Board of Trustees have committed to me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, thereby granting you all the privileges and rights pertaining to that degree.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in anthropology.
Eski Kanpolat. Dua Sheet. Dane C. Ruffin. Margaret Cruz. Caitlin Bolton. Anne Spice. Brenna McCaffrey. Sarah Molinari. Elizabeth D. Mead. Diane F. George. Mark Alexander Wolf. Stephanie Victoria Love. Lindsay Lee. Scott Schwartz. Doris Westfall. Kelsey Denise Pugh. Santiago Casalet. Maria Ramona Hart. Andreina Torres Angarita. Emily Jean Curtin. The final graduate is Molly Joanna Hurley.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Art History.
Andrew Peter Capetta. Jennifer Catherine Favorite. Aaron Mitchell Sladovnik. Eva Carolyn McGraw. Meredith Mauder. Stephanie Huber. The final graduate is Erica Marie Nelson Pacian.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Biochemistry.
Eskil Anderson. Silas Hartley. Shohag Chakraborty. Shomi Chakrabarty. Trishina Harry Charan. Angela Manandar. Fu Kan Tang. Seth Alexander Bennett. Allison Claire Damzalski. Solomon Atta Heisel. Pierpaolo Cordone. The final graduate is Brian Lee Olson.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Biology.
Michelle Nidu. Sophia Variano. Charmine Udine. Rebecca Ravenel. Reina Nina. Livia Bayer. Andrew Michael Gornacha. Shruti Pathuri. Fanny Chung. Onyekwere Onwumere. Shaiman Akhter. Michael Anthony Tavares. Lan Trong. Tylon Morkal is the final graduate.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Business.
Andrea Golfari. Amanda Sanservino. The final graduate is Ryan Hunterton Wynn.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Chemistry.
Roxana Piotrowska. Yoko Chang Yan. Marcelo Fernando Bravo Caranco. Merrick Lodarchik. Delamol Sebastian. Nassim Faramand. Samane Sharifi Golru. Kaitzi Cheng. Huang Chu is the final graduate.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Comparative Literature.
Nora E. Carr. Anik Sigrid Roland. The final graduate is Junling Wei.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Computer Science.
Raj Mohan Korpan. Haripriya Chakraborty. Shomi Maiti. Noor Deen. Xiaozin Ye. Pedro Juan Soto. Abdul Rafe Khan. The final graduate is Shaoke Shen.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Criminal Justice.
Janine Barrett. Frank Chen. Deline Marie Bromirski. David Jonathan Topo. The final graduate is Kenneth James Grossberger.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Earth and Environmental Sciences.
Jasmine Marie Bayron. Allison Guess. Lauren Taylor Hudson. Zaira Simone. Catherine Towie. Hildegard Dina Link. Christine Ramadin. The final graduate is Samuel Stein.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Economics.
Aparna Anand. Andreas Kakoliris. Uchenna K. Opara. Aza Adel Mansour. Nana Mukbaniani. Mikhail Dvalishvili. Shuo Gao. Pablo Alejandro Crespo. Ercio Munoz. The final graduate is Richmond J. Forjor.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Psychology.
Youngchao Zhao. Alexandra Elizabeth Adair. Selenide Michelle Gonzalez Fry. Nicole Lorenzetti. Nicholas John Ulrich. The final graduate is Lawrence Allen Herman.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in English.
Anna Blair Zemont. Lindsay Albrecht. Kai Sprave. Sasha Macera. Patrick Smith. Johanna Sue Carlin. Christopher Campagnoni. Christian Lewis. Allison Douglas. David Lee Sassian. Danny Bernstein. Iris Cushing. William Campanovo. Christina Katopodis. Elizabeth Waybright. Trace Kelsey Peterson. Emily Robb. The final graduate is Velina Manolova.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in French.
Antoinette Williams Tutt. The final graduate is Chandra Balkaran.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in History.
Deborah B. Charnoff. Sophie Rose Tunney. The final graduate is Sarah Pecco.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Latin American, Iberian, and Latino cultures.
Maria Angelica Leon Umana. Joan C. Aguirre. Gabriel Alvarado. Evangelia Lydia Manatu. Alberto Valdivia Baselli. Elena Ekaterina Chavez Goicochea. Danielle Baltuena Martinez. Lily Ryan. The final graduate is Jose Luis Peralta Penau.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Linguistics.
Susanna Wiedebro. Kevin Dean Hughes. The final graduate is Ahmed Shamim.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Mathematics.
John Adamski. Kor Sko Gyalbek. John Emmanuel Bacias is the final graduate.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in music.
Simon Prosser. Naomi Louise Barretera. Naomi Aviva Purley. Michelle Duguay. Matthew K. Carter. Gregory Manillo. Peter Hunter Kramer. The final graduate is Lynn E. Stillings.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in nursing.
Laura M. Penalo. Linda Bradley. Marva Frederick. Teresa L. Lundy. Camille Andreen Oreen Hamilton. Cynthia Sterling Fox. Meredith Louise King Jensen. Kathleen Begonia. Giselle Andrea Girardi. Amil Perez Tan is the final graduate.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in philosophy.
Nada Gatalo. Aaron Thomas Bentley. Eric Edmund Behrens. Joanna Marie Smolensky. Sophia Alexandra Maria Bishop. The final graduate is Charisse Kennett.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Physics.
Stephen Vallone. Sankhya Basu. Daniel Morales. Anthony Nicholas Tantillo. Eileen Cecilia Gonzalez. Damon Spencer Daw. Xiong Kai. Jiaji Ding. Kyungge Lee. Pradeep Raj Niraula. Nikesh Maharjan. Deependra Dahal. The final graduate is Jose David Hernandez Rivero.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Political Science.
Harry Blaine. Humayun Kabir. Jessica Malboker. Sally Sharif. Heather Ann Meir. Paul Celentano. Pierre Lasson. Lucia Gaya Green Weiskell. The final graduate is Hugo Barreca.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Psychology.
Raymond Lee Moody. Ashley Rose Polakowski. Nicoletta Katina Memos. Verena Sema Betka. Nicole Page Farrell. Anna Budd. Rakia King. Lua Koenig. Chelsea Reichert Plaska. Michael Lewis Epstein. Lori Butler Herson. Claire Kahn. Talicia Marie Williams. Casey Charisse Smith. Jennifer Tang. Patrick James Sweeney. Camilla Porter Hegsted. Alexander J. Alexandra Ponce de Leon Lebec. Nana Amo. Amanda L. Reed. Amanda Lee Rosinski. Nicolette Ann Rainone. Desmond Leung. Maureen Allison Coyle. Irina Kuzmich. Danielle Robin Wald. Michael J. Kern. Michael D'Annunzio. Gregory Gagnon. Oda Maria Morales. Ravital Sigal Labua. Bradley Thomas. Malika Bomick. Naomi Dambreville. Matthew Schneider. Marieli Hernandez. Itamar Grunfeld. Joseph Ellison Brown. Margarine Enriquez Castillo. Melissa Noel Horger. Jessica A. Murray. Carly Toko Teresiano. Alice Grinberg. Melinda Ann Cornwell. Al-Amira Safa Shehab. Emnet Gamada. Evelyn Ramirez. Marino Mugayar Baldoki. The final graduate is Naomi Podber.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctorate of Philosophy degree in Social Welfare.
Ovida F. Williams. Jonathan Philip Edwards. Joshua Paul Henry Livingston. Austin Oswald. Inga Saetadze. Rachel Chernick. Margaret Salisu. Hedy Levine. Adam Reynolds. Sandra B. Castro. The final graduate is Bertha Fountain.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Sociology.
Omar Montana. Emily B. Campbell. Andrea Becker. Karen Amaka Okibo. Isabel Hill Everett. Sebastian Felipe Veimazar Santa Maria. Vedrika Yolan Etienne. Tanisha Thomas. Carmela Rose Musio Dormani. Carlos Manuel Camacho. Brenda Gamble Gavigan. Rebecca Karam. Rachel Rebecca Bogan. Marcena Wojinska. Leslie Ann Martino Velez. Kyla Bender Baird. Ruth Elizabeth Delaney is the final graduate.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Speech, Language, Hearing Sciences.
Lisa Golden. Polina Shuminsky. The final graduate is Taryn R. Malcolm.
Please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Theater and Performance.
Pamela Thielman. Emily Elizabeth Clark. Stefano Bozelli. Sarah Jessica Lucy. The final graduate is Kale Westerling.
And finally, please recognize the graduates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Urban Education.
Diane Monique Pearl Price Banks. Cara Louise M. Aminata Diop. Elizabeth G. Baker. Christina Basias. Vanessa Vanya Valles Lewis. Corey Amanda Marie McCallum. Selena Y. Williams. Cindy Maria Bautista Thomas. Ana Maria Correa. Joanne Rintel Abreu. Natalia Ortiz. Emily Clark. Maureen Samdi Cook. Robert Eric Kanicki. Khan M. Lay. Sarah Vogel. Kashima Hutchinson. Robert P. Robinson. Lisa Rosalind Millsaps Graham. The final graduate is Louis Olander.
Congratulations again. You actually did it. Congratulations. So please take your seat. President Garrell will now offer some final comments.
Wow. To all of our guests who are here today, we're so happy you could join us to celebrate the culmination of your students' graduate career. Graduates, on behalf of all the CUNY faculty, I want to express our boundless delight and pride in all you have accomplished in earning your master's and doctoral degrees. As teachers, you've inspired your students. As scholars, you've forged new paths and pushed back the frontiers of knowledge. And in the process, you've brought distinction to yourselves, your families, your communities, and to CUNY. Through your commitment to excellence and intellectual discovery, you're already having a positive and meaningful impact. As scientists and educators, entrepreneurs, policymakers, community activists, and artists, you're inspiring examples of what graduate education in CUNY makes possible. The world needs your insights and commitment to solving the problems facing humankind today. What you do next will shape all of our lives for years to come. So graduates, today's commencement is very, very special. Not just because we're bringing together students from 3 cohorts, but because what you have accomplished is extraordinary. It's unprecedented. We all know that graduate school is challenging, but the challenges that you faced were almost unimaginable, and your losses were profound. Because we could not be together, because you could not be at the Graduate Center or at the ASRC or out in the field, you lost opportunities for collaborations, for casual celebrations, for breaking bread together and creating your own community. And we need to acknowledge it because it's sad. And in the very next breath, we need to commend you for your amazing resilience. You've persevered, you've succeeded, often exceeding all expectations. And now you're here. Well done. You're adaptive, you're well prepared to navigate rapid changes in the world. Now, you all have a line on your resume. Some of you wrote it a while ago, some of you are writing it maybe this month, and it shows the year you earned your graduate degree, 2020, 2021, 2022. May I suggest that after the ceremony and your celebrations, you just take a moment to amend that line. Add an exclamation point after that date in bold font. And if anyone asks why, tell your story. And when you tell your story, and as you write your story in the years ahead, please consider this. Each and every one of you is a leader. You can be a leader wherever you are, whatever your role. Over the past year, a leader emerged who has inspired the world by his example, Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine. As New York Times columnist Bret Stephens has observed, Zelensky grasps the power of personal example and physical presence. He knows how words can inspire deeds and give shape and purpose to them. You have the capacity to lead through your personal example, your presence, and to use your words to inspire deeds. You can lead thoughtfully, with empathy, with grace, and with a commitment to equity and social justice. Borrowing a phrase from distinguished Professor Kathy Davidson and echoing the words of our trustee today, you can turn bold ideas into even bolder action. And we hope that your futures will be guided by the same commitment to excellence and public service that has grounded your experience in CUNY and that defines our mission as a university. So graduates, I speak for all of us on the stage in saying it's been a privilege to have gotten to know you and to help you reach this milestone. And our hearts are really filled with joy and pride in your accomplishments and with hope and best wishes as you continue on your journeys. We're proud to count each of you among our very distinguished alumni. And we can't wait to see what you do next. Will everyone please rise and join me in congratulating the CUNY Graduate Center graduates of 2021, 2021, and 2022.
Congratulations again, everyone. Thank you very much. Go forth. Have a good night.